Today, we would like to discuss our topic entitled Newman System Model. But before we start, we would like you to know the biography or personal life of Betty Newman. Betty Newman was born in Ohio in 1947. She also received her diploma from People's Hospital in 1947. In 1985, Betty Newman concluded a doctoral degree in clinical psychology at Pacific Western University. She was a pioneer of nursing involvement in mental health. She and Donna Aquilina were the first two nurses to develop the nurse counselor role within community crisis centers in Los Angeles. The Newman System Model. Here is the pictures or the graphic of Newman's System Model. The Newman System Model provides a comprehensive, flexible, holistic, and system-based perspective for nursing, deals with stress and stress reductions, and is primary concerns with the effects of stress on health. There are some stress that we encounter. Here are the intrapersonal. Intrapersonal means internal forces such as anxiety, disease, or infections. The second one was interpersonal stress, means external forces related to relationship and interaction with others. The third one was the extrapersonals. This is the larger external factors like financial concerns, social conditions, or environmental threats. The example for intrapersonal was the anxiety or illness. Suppose a patient is diagnosed with hypertension, the stressors arises within the person's body, the high blood pressures, and mind, the anxiety about conditions, is affecting their psychological well-being. And for interpersonal stressor is a conflict in a relationship. A patient may experience stress due to ongoing disagreement with a spouse, which compacts their emotional health and can influence their overall well-being. And for extrapersonal stressors is the financial difficulties, license, or environmental threats. The example for interpersonal was the anxiety or illness. Suppose a patient is diagnosed with hypertension, the stressors arises within the person's body, the high blood pressures, and mind, the anxiety about conditions, is affecting their psychological well-being. And for interpersonal stressor is a conflict in a relationship. A patient may experience stress due to ongoing disagreement with a spouse, which compacts their emotional health and can influence their overall well-being. And for extrapersonal stressors is the financial difficulties, like when a patient struggling with significant debt might experience stress that affects their ability to afford medications or healthcare, which could impact their physical and psychological health. Here is the core and concentric circle. There are the flexible line of defense, normal line of defense, basic structures or core, line of resistance. For flexible line of defense, here are the initial to response or protective barrier to prevent stressors from breaking through the normal line of defense. The cushions, dynamic, as a distance between FLOD means flexible lines of defense and NLOD increased. So thus the degree of protections affected by variables such as loss of sleep, indicate nutritions that reduce the client's ability to use a flexible lines of defense against stressor. The normal line of defense or NLOD means represents stability over time or normal wellness state. Any stressors may invade the NLOD when FLOD offers indicate protections. When NLOD is invaded, the client system reacts. Reactions will be apparent in the symptoms of instability or illness. Lines of resistance. It protects the basic structures, becomes activated when NLOD is invaded by the environmental stressors. For example, activations of immune system's mechanism. If lines of resistance is effective, system can reconstitute. If not, the resulting energy basic survival factors that are common to the species by Newman's 2002. It includes normal